Alright guys, welcome back. I only have 7 fights this war, but I think there's some fun ones. Anytime I get to bring in Doc Ock here against a Hyperion will be a lot of fun. So, I haven't done a Doc Ock Hyperion fight in a while, but here I can basically parry heavy the entire time, and I'll just keep him power locked. I think at some point I do go for special 2s, and like a special 2, and it ends up, when I get rid of that one, it doesn't reapply the power lock, and he does get a little bit of power. And it is hurt locker, so I just have to make sure I don't throw another one. But for the most part, this works out great. Just parry heavy, the way to victory. It's fantastic. I anytime there's like a power gain champion, Doc Ock is really great. So this was an easy first fight. Barely lost anything. I think we finished with a full yellow bar. Next up, on path 2, normally I would take, I was thinking about maybe Magneto on this one, but instead, and here I needed a charge for Apocalypse, because I had very few fights on the paths, and I needed Apocalypse to have at least one fight. Here I kind of screwed up. There at the very beginning, I did have an invulnerability boost on just in case. Sometimes you throw it on just knowing like I'm going to screw something up, but at the end of the day, this is a pretty easy fight with Apocalypse. Again, similar thing on path 2 here with this first node. I just have to make sure I finish my combo while I'm pushing him over a bar of power, because so that I can throw mine. If he throws his before I do, I'm going to lose my bar of power. So there, cross the threshold mid combo, throw the special, we're done. I did not take node 20, it was a Havoc. I did bring an Odin on my other account. Put a pre-fight there for Cody, who took him with Warlock, which was great. Here we've got the EMP mod, Apocalypse. We've done this fight before. I did remove Dexterity for this fight because of Burden of Might. I did not want to potentially lose my power. I wanted to make sure I could get to a special 3. Here we're actually going to see, even without Dex on, if you look at the charges here, because this one here, after 10 blocked hits, the next one's going to be unblockable. So that was perfect. Now I have 10 blocked hits. I dash away. I don't need Dex in order to move out of the way. And his attack, you can see the unblockable popped up. And now I can go back into parries and not worry about the him going unblockable there until he gets close to 20 hits. So here, finally, get up to a special 3. Get a nice big special 3 on him, then get him in the Doom Cycle. We can try and melt down this Apocalypse. So there we go, get the special 1 off, steal some power, drop the unblockable special 2. He's not Incinerate immune yet, so we can get a whole bunch of damage in there from the Incinerates, at least until he goes Incinerate immune. Didn't last long enough, so we can probably still get him with a bit more damage. And there we go, 1 more special 2, and that fight is done. You can see it did freeze there a little bit. That's how it did happen while I was playing. Now we'll continue path 2 in section 2. Now Apocalypse is really not the ideal champion against Magneto because he's a #metal champion. But this is really my best option from the team that I had here. And I'm used to fighting Magneto all the time. I still can get the Disorient immunity, which is what I need. I don't even have another fight on this path. So at this point, I just got to go for some intercepts, intercept him there with a special. Try and bait and counter some special ones if I'm close enough to counter it. Like right there, really nice and close to that special 1 so I can counter. Also, because of the magnetism, there are a couple times I even hit into his block, but I wasn't really anticipating the block break stun because of the magnetism. But, a little bit of a slow fight, but I'm used to getting some intercepts in. In previous seasons, I used to fight Magneto as a boss all the time with Kingpin, and so this is kind of reminiscent of that, of just figuring out how to get my openings. Again, too far away to counter that special 1. but we do get some intercepts. And yeah, so not the greatest matchup, but worked for what I needed to get this fight there. I see I got the stun, the mid combo, like block break stun, we'll call it, but I wasn't even prepared for it because I wasn't expecting it to happen. Again, just a little bit of a slow fight, but we do have some nice ones coming up. I did need the charge with Apocalypse mainly for to make Magneto a horseman for the Hulkbuster for the shared mini on the left side on section 2. So there we go. Goodbye, Magneto. Next up, that's the Hulkbuster here. We're going to use, we've got the Horseman ready to go. This one here, combat, it's Buffet and Thorns. If I make him a Horseman, he's bleed immune. If he's hashtag metal, so I don't have to worry about the Buffet at all. And he's unstoppable armor champion, but again, the magnetism is going to completely shut that down. I don't have to worry about the unstoppable popping up at all. We can just parry heavy. Here I am going to drop like special ones because I'm not going to be able to get up to a special 3 just because of the node. Magneto doesn't quite bypass that. But super easy fight, and again, we're getting any bleeds or shocks that he does put on us. We're resistant. We're completely bleed immune, and we're shock resistant. So we're actually going to heal up from willpower. And I think we do finish this fight also with a full yellow bar. Really clean fights with Magneto. Can't really go wrong with this guy. Hashtag metal champions don't stand a chance. Even if they don't seem like they're the ideal option. And we're going to see that shortly here. So a few more parry heavies. And again, even if Hulkbuster gets his healing at the end, it doesn't matter. The healing is like reversed. He can't heal if he's hashtag metal against Magneto. So there he goes. Finished with a full yellow bar. Fantastic. Next up, we have Ultron on node 50. We've done this earlier in the season. I did put the Odin pre-fights on now for these last 2 fights. I used the one pre-fight for the shock resistance earlier on. So now I've got like the extra fury. And I can't take more than like my damage cap is for when I'm getting hit is reduced. Plus, I already have my own damage cap from being Magneto, so the two of them together is gonna help me in the next fight. But here we've done this vigorous assault Ultron before. Now again, his damage is capped at 1%, but Magneto can bypass that. And when we throw this special 3, it can go one of 2 ways. We can either crumple him up, or we're going to have to keep hitting into him. Nope, we are completely going to bypass the node. 11 hit KO. Thank you, Magneto. Next, we got Omega Sentinel. And I practiced this fight playing Stun Immune. And this is Stunning Reflection, Polka Dot, Power, Stun Vulnerability. I'm basically playing a Stun Immune Omega Sentinel. I'm going to wait back, make sure the magnetism is on first before I start hitting in. And now I don't have to worry about her armor ups. I don't have to worry about the auto block. You can see that wonderful auto block evaded in gray on the right side of the screen the entire fight. And all I need to do here is I did practice heavy countering Omega Sentinel's heavy and special 1. But for the most part, that's all I got to do. Heavy counter, special 1 counter. And that was the plan the entire fight there. I was a little bit too far away. Luckily, the horseman saved me there. And again, I should have waited for that. I put an advanced power boost on, and I should have waited till I had built up a whole bunch more prowess before I drop it. But you can see, even if I bleed Omega Sentinel, and it would normally trigger a healing, instead, the healing is reversed, so because it's Magneto. So even it puts the healing on, and I actually get some extra damage from that. Now I can't gain power any other way other than starting with a bar of power. But I probably should have waited. If I had to do this fight again, I would have held on to that special until I build up some prowess. But here you can see again, there's the heavy after the, there's another heavy counter and a heavy after the special one. But it's a long fight, but I figure I was going to be able to do this one. Again, at a certain point, I just start going for full combos. Because, yes, sometimes I can get some really nice damage on the heavies. But for the most part, I think I just ended up going with combos near the end just because the fight was taking a long time. Now, I screw up the spacing there again. Now I just start going for full combos. So back out, full combo here. Getting some crits in so I don't feel too bad. But I do need to get moving there again. The 8,000 crit on that heavy attack was really nice. Now, I do make one mistake, and I do get an accidental parry, which, again, happens on Stunning Reflection all the time. Right there, she throws a special. Luckily, I've got enough resistance between my own kit and the buffs from Odin, and then we can go ahead and finish the rest of this fight. So, nothing else too exciting, just the 7 fights. This one I was pretty happy with. It went pretty well. Even the debuff that she did put on me, like the cowardice, I got some willpower healing from, worked out really well, and we got the solo. So 7 fights, all clean. And yeah, that's it for war number 10. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.